I've been hit with the gravel from the helicopter blades landing in the middle of the road. This is PopKorn, and we're chatting with Staxx.
Welcome to this episode of Chatting with Staxx. I'm your host, Bill Staxx, and today I got PopKorn.
I go, no. He goes, so, and he turns his computer screen around and it's dude's face. He goes, so you don't know nothing about this? And I go, ooh, fuck, no, I don't. You know what I'm saying? They ended up violating me on that, but that's after the little, altercation with this guys or whatever, because I implicated myself. Well, I was in the bar, but I was there for taco night. They have a taco night, and I went up there for tacos because he told me they had me on video surveillance at the bar and all this. But because I had already dealt with what I was about to tell you, I wasn't too worried about the story. You know what I'm talking about?
When you're talking to this guy in the club, in the tattoo shop, are the other guys standing with him, or are they still outside?
No, it's just me and him. Just me and him. Everybody's outside. He was going to handle his own shit. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, so I tell him, I never had my ass wiped. The dude didn't get jumped. I handled this shit out of respect. If you still feel that you got to do what you got to do, then I guess do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? We're to that point now. You know what I'm saying? You got the facts. Make your mind based on that. And what are we doing here now? And I swear to God to you, he handed me his business card. Swear to God to you, and said, if you ever want to ride with a real club, call me. And he said, and I swear to God, I looked at him and I said, out of all respect, I'm happy where I'm at. And he goes, you know what, man? If you keep this attitude, you're going to go far in this world. You know what I mean? And then he also let me know that I don't have nothing to worry about with the dude talking. You know what I mean? Because I told him I'm on probation, all this. And he said some damn crazy, you know what I mean? Which, whatever, but I liked it. You know what I'm saying? I said, well, you're telling me he's not going to say nothing, but how do I know he's not going to say nothing? He says, man, if I got to wear his face to court and point you out as you didn't hit me, he ain't saying it. You know what I'm saying? I said, damn. Yeah. So, it is what it is. And after that, I fell off pretty hardcore, not nowhere near to do. That actually elevated my support situation. You know what I mean? Because then I was on the horn. Hey, listen, you guys, just so you know, I just got into a little bit of shit. This is how I handled it. This is what went down. And I wasn't nothing but back rubs and attaboys. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
It is what it is, man. You know what I mean? At this same time, though, I got 3 daughters. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not in their lives, and I'm trying to fight for custody or at least visitation at this point. You know what I'm saying? With their mom in the same town, and the dudes that I was hanging out with, they actually elevated. You know what I'm saying? And went out west and got put on. And I had the full ride scholarship. You know what I'm saying? But I had to make a decision. I'm going to try to be here for my kids. I'm going to try to be a dad. I just wanted to square something away with my children before I moved out. You know what I'm saying? And then eventually I did. And it didn't take forever. I mean, it took a year or two. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But once I got it ironed out and I moved out west, it was crickets. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a very proud person. One thing that, I pride myself on is like being so poor, but having all that damn street credit. I'm not Jackie Chan, dude. I lost so many more fights than I've ever won, but I've fought every one of them. You know what I'm talking about? And that gets you somewhere in that lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? Say, watch this. I'm about to go get a black eye. You're going to laugh your ass off. Get this on film real quick. But it builds character. You know what I'm saying? It teaches you how to hold your tongue back a little bit. But either way, I sat out here for years, man, doing my tattoo shop. Ended up meeting another female. We moved out here, got the shop going, and had some kids. Started a new family, you know what I mean? And then that's when the little opportunity came that was out here,
Were you riding with anybody once you went out there? Were you riding with people?
I came out here. I was sitting in the tattoo shop for 3 or 4 years, I had 2 different bikes, 3 different bikes, all solo riding. I work a lot, man. I work 11 to 11, 7 days a week. You know what I'm saying? So you can find me at the tattoo shop. I heard one time say, yeah, when I find you, I said, motherfucker, everybody knows where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? Come see me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a tattoo shop. It's easier than, you know what I mean? Come get a tattoo. But yeah, no, nobody was me. I wasn't nobody. And I kind of had my feelings hurt, you know what I'm saying? When you do this brother hugs and high fives and trading rings and hats, and I'd been on the road with the support stuff, you know what I mean? Went out, didn't ever get to go into clubhouse, but made it to the clubhouse and just, I did my grunt work, you know what I'm saying? Or at least a portion of it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm a proud dude, you know what I mean? So when I came out here, they were members now, you know what I'm saying? So I think it was the stigmatism of, I'm not going to call you because I'm a member, like you call me, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I didn't reach out, but it was crazy because the same day, no bullshit, that I was in denim, you know what I mean? I got a phone call, and it wasn't a phone call to me from them. It was a phone call that they put in to a mutual to have him call me. You know what I mean? And it's just it's fucked up, man. I care about a lot of people. You know what I mean? Just because she went sour, don't really. My feelings were hurt. There wasn't a real line of disrespect yet. You know what I'm saying? So now you can't even call me and have that conversation. You got a middleman hitting me up. And one thing we've already discussed is how I ain't. You know what I'm saying?
They might as well call the guy you crushed his face in. They might as well call him to call you, right?
Man, look, the message came through. They want to know what the you're doing because they don't want to see anybody get hurt. And my message back to them was, I agree with that statement fully, 100%. I don't want to see anybody get hurt either. So if you don't want to see anybody get hurt, don't come around and I won't hurt you.
Well, was it? Did they feel disrespected that they were branching out in their area? Is that what the reason?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, come on. We know how the motorcycle club works. So, I haven't name dropped yet. We'll get to that point, you know what I mean? With my affiliation and my my club experience. But yeah, any club is not going to like anything new to the area coming in. You know what I mean? You got to put your foot down. You know what I mean? And there's a respectful way to do it, and both ways end in clash. There's, one thing about chapters is there's just an array of mindsets. Some guys say as long as they don't get off on our exit and don't go to our bar and don't put our women in our, then other dudes say we should find them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and some people will be like, absolutely not. We don't want them here, and that's it.
It matters, but man, one thing that I was able to do, I think that was real valuable transitioning into club life was I did come from a real tumultuous childhood. I seen brains on the floor. I've been hit with the gravel from the helicopter blades landing in the middle of the road, picking up life flights. Like, I ain't bull. You know what I'm saying? Like, so to come from that, nobody appreciates peace more than a motherfucking seen war. I prefer to buy you a beer if that's all it's going to take to make sure y'all have a good night and we have a good night. And that ain't no. I just don't like caskets and I don't like roses and white T-shirts. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And just it sucks like a mother that this tied and attached to the motorcycle world. But as much as you scream from the mountaintop, it ain't gonna change.
It's like all the people that are involved with the clubs are the same people. It don't matter what patch you're wearing.
You know what me up? Because I'm always paying attention to small. Whenever I started in on the club life and hanging out with the faction, you would see a club member hold the door for a Joe Schmo civilian. If he's behind the patch holder and the patch holder's walking into the gas station, he's going to show that he's a respectable person and he's going to hold that door for who knows the hell this dude is. Okay? I don't agree with that. I think if we could hold the door for the civilian who ain't had a background check, who ain't never been mud checked, who ain't, you feel me? You see what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Yeah, he might be a child. You're holding the door for him.
Could have bad charges. Yeah.
He could have a badge and a goddamn tape recorder. You're holding the door for him. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather hold the door for an opposition than a civilian on the respect level. You know what I'm talking about? I mean, I'm not a door holder, but you know what I'm saying? I don't see why it's not like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
But there still
but
is a
yeah,
level of
that's a little
respect,
story about
regardless, right? Regardless of whether they have the opposition badge on, there still is a level of respect.
a little back up. My childhood, my mom, you know, her husband was black. So I got black siblings. You know what I mean? So when I met my dad, he was as racist as they come. You know what I mean? If my siblings was to go over to my dad's house and have a drink of water, he would let them keep the cup. You know what I mean? Like I'm not bullshit. Like he was racist, and I never was. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why I bring that up is because I've always been a man-to-man communication type guy. You know, I can't hate every one of the opposition. I got family members in other clubs. You know what I'm saying? So what do I look like rolling around saying every single one of them? You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know who to watch and who's okay to walk around, obviously, you know what I'm saying? But we weren't there for that. We were just inheriting the problem. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
But if you can keep your hands to yourself, I can keep my hands to myself. You know what I'm talking about?
When you finally start coming around this other club, are they already established or are you like helping them establish?
Yeah, no, they're established. Yeah, I mean, we could break it out. I mean, if that's what you want to do, if that's where we're at, I mean, I ain't got nothing to hide at all.
Yeah, I mean, tell me how it all transpired.
Yeah, so I rode with the Pagans Motorcycle Club. You know what I mean? My heart's still there. You know what I mean? I have no shade to throw on the club, and that ain't some disclaimer to keep my teeth because we already discussed I'll take one if I need to. But God's honest truth, you know what I mean? You fall in love with the people who fall in love with you. You know what I'm saying? I hate to say it because I supported a different faction in the beginning, but you know, these guys, you know what I mean? They let me ride along. You know what I'm saying? They let me join in all the reindeer games. And that's what any biker wants to do is be a part of something. You know what I'm saying?
But you weren't a member of them. You were
No, I
just
was not a member
that
in
makes
the
a
beginning.
huge difference though,
No, in
because
the beginning.
yeah.
I was a member. I was more than a member in the end. You know what I mean?
No, I'm talking about the people you're supporting before.
No, I wasn't. No, what I'm saying though is they had an issue with the way I went. You know what I'm saying? And my reasoning for going pagan was because pagan was taking me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, even as a hang around or a prospect or whatever, like the process was available. You know what I'm saying? The guys were there. We were hanging out. We were communicating and riding and getting to know each other and you know what I mean? Like I wasn't afforded that luxury with the other club. You know what I mean? I felt like I was cheerleading way too long.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm a good dude. At the end of the day, you know, you can run mouthpiece all you want, but when you lay your head on the pillow, you know who you are, and that's why I'm too proud to just keep my hand up. Like, you know what I mean? Pick me or don't, dude.
That's
You know
probably why they called you right after they find out because they're like, damn.
You know, and I thought about it. You know, man, it's crazy because there's a lot of mind making up to go at that point. There's a crossroad, right? Like I don't really know these guys. I mean, I'm starting to hang around them, but certain guys over there I have love for, but man, I don't know. I think I'm a sucker for drama.
So
You know what I'm
so
saying?
so the pagans, are there any
The
of the
new
club
pagans? I don't think they're the new pagans. Is that what you said?
no, the pagans, the new people that you're around,
Oh,
right?
okay.
The pagans
Yeah. So
are
there
there
was a
any
bunch of
members
people
from
that
the other
was
faction
that.
are there any ex-members from the other faction that joined the pagans?
Oh, I mean, not that I know, not that I was hanging out with. It wasn't like no group movement. It wasn't like, let's put this down and pick that up. I wasn't even supporting anymore at this point.
Yeah.
I was just family guy. I had 3 businesses, working myself into a zombie coma every day, and it just ended up being that I was tattooing a bunch of them and I didn't know it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they checked me out for, I tattooed the one guy for damn near a year. I didn't even know he was pagan. You know what I mean? The other guy that I tattooed, I didn't know he was pagan either. But when he come pulling up, he's you know what I mean, got everything on, and I just instantly go, oh my god, I didn't know, what's up? And he goes, yeah, man. He goes, I've been fucking begging them to meet you, man. He goes, if you got time, you know what I mean, what's up?